Just here.
When was the government made aware of a Russian diplomat allegedly squatting on the Yarralumla site? What actions are available to the government? And further to that, why was Russia granted approval for the lease back in 2008 in the first place?
I'm not responsible for 2008, but the world was different in 2008 as well. You know, it was a different time, but I think people would have to look at that process that occurred then. What my government's responsible for is now, and my government has responded. We responded to national security advice and we responded swiftly, and I thank the Coalition and all the crossbenchers for their support in doing so. On the 15th of June, the Home Affairs Act 2023 terminated the Russian Federation's lease that they had proposed for a diplomatic presence next to Parliament House. So, make no mistake, last week the Parliament did take decisive action to resolve the national security challenges that were presented by this site. We're confident of our legal position, and when the National Security Committee, of course, and members, when we considered this, of course, we anticipated that Russia would not be happy with our response. We expected that, but we're very confident of our position, and processes are underway for the Commonwealth to formalise possession of the site. But can I make this point? The national security threat that was represented by a Russian embassy on site are not the same as some bloke standing on a blade of grass on the site that we don't see really as a threat to our national security.
Well, I'd say it's a threat, but they're thumbing their nose at you. It's a pretty strong gesture, pretty obvious gesture, and you're powerless to do anything about it, aren't you?
I tell you what, where we have the power to do, we have the power to show that we understand and respect the law. And that's what we're doing. We're going through processes. We're very confident of our position.
Does that process, Prime Minister, include perhaps declaring an individual persona non grata and deporting him? And would you have any concerns for our diplomats abroad?
We're confident of our position that it'll be resolved.
Look, I just reiterate what the Prime Minister said there. The national security concern that we were seeking to manage was the proposal to build a second Russian embassy a stone's throw from Parliament House. And the Parliament worked together in a way that's somewhat unique these days to deal with that matter very expeditiously. We've dealt with the national security matter, as the PM has said. A bloke sitting on the site is not a national security threat to this country.
And particularly when it's so cold out there.